Hi, my name is Joseph Gavrilides.
I'm Father Rufino Corona.
I'm Christina King.
My name is Gina Colaco.
My two biggest things, honestly, would be to make sure that at the start of the year, if you have seniors who are a part of your household, who you feel like are leaders within the household, to talk to them and just, encourage them to stay involved, encourage them to kind of stick around. Because obviously there's people are going to pay attention to you as coordinator, but there are also people who are leaders that others may be listening to as well. And so just to get on the same page with them, even if that means, making some concessions. And then the other thing that I would say, to make sure that you have somebody that you're talking to. So whether that's an advisor, whether that's somebody that's a mentor, to help you to process through certain things with, because not everything, you can't necessarily talk about certain things with people in household. And so it's good to have somebody that you're going to that's just going to help out, that's just going to pretty much help to guide some of those conversations for sure.
I think the most important thing when you're entering into the role of coordinator is receiving God's heart for your household, because that's going to set the tone for everything you do. If you go into being coordinator with a heart of resentment or frustration from what you've seen in household before, or a heart of now I'm in control and I want to do everything my way, you're not going to bless your household. And so I think the most important way to discern and receive the Lord's heart for your household is to ask God, Father, what are you blessing? What are you already doing in my brothers, in my sisters, and how can my leadership partner with that? So if the Lord is revealing that he's actually blessing your household right now with just a spirit of joy, how can my leadership, how can the way that I adjust things and make changes partner with the reality that you want to pour out joy upon our household?
I would say have a support system, both in household, have people that you can go to help you out with things and you can talk to, they're still your sisters or brothers. And also have a support system outside of household, people that you can hang out with and to get away from household, not get away, but so just remind yourself that you're still a person outside of household. It's easy to get really, really wrapped up in just being coordinator and being there for household.
I think for future coordinators, I think to come in with the mindset of just loving everyone through Christ and not expecting anything, because being a coordinator is a very self-giving job, and when you expect things in return, you don't always end up happy, or things don't end up the way you want them to. And I think just being a gift of self is most important.
I think people know that it's a difficult thing, but I wish that I would have known, and I wish I had just been more patient with myself, because transitions can be hard for some people, and especially I wasn't coming from having a ton of experience of being in leadership, and so I just needed a little bit of time just to adjust to being in leadership. I just needed to be patient with myself as I made time for that adjustment. So that was a huge, huge thing for me. At the end of my first semester, I wanted to quit. And I'm very, very happy that I had people in my corner telling me to stick it out, because my second semester, even though I had more things going on, my second semester I just had, it was so much easier, so much smoother. So yeah, I guess to know that it's going to be difficult, but also to be patient with yourself because you grow into the role.
To have fun. I think there's a lot of really unhealthy emphasis on the fact that being coordinator is going to be hard, because it is. It's going to be hard. It's going to be taxing. You're going to be spent for sure. That just comes with any leadership position whatsoever. But to have fun, there's something really exciting about being a leader, and about being able to cast vision and to make changes and to have ideas and to be creative. So enjoy the process of leadership, enjoy the role, enjoy the voice that you have and the influence that you have in household, and the fact that you get to really intentionally seek out your brothers, seek out your sisters, and really love them well. There's a lot of fun in that, and in being able to just grow in depth of relationships individually as well as communally. So have fun as coordinator.
I wish I knew that God has a plan for household and He has a plan for your time as coordinator. And His plan probably isn't the same as your plan, but He's going to get you through it and it's going to be good.
I wish I knew a little bit more of the logistical side of it, how to do things, what I was supposed to do. I think a lot of times on this campus, coordinator is just a title that people throw around and kind of have a little bit of authority over other people, but like there's a lot of actual work that goes into it, and sometimes that's like forgotten to be communicated to other people.
For sure. So challenges just had to do with stepping into being a person that people had to come to when they were experiencing certain issues. For me, that was something that was relatively new to me, and so how to just be with people and how to just receive them and not try to fix their issues and just kind of be with them and helping others to be with them as well.
I think the biggest challenge I have faced as coordinator, both one on a personal level and then another on a communal level. I think personal level is, I think I struggled with not getting off wing enough and feeling that I always had to be on wing, like on weekends, like with my brothers. And actually, like that wasn't always best for me. Sometimes I needed some space from household. Sometimes I needed to go with other friend groups or just like maybe have a night to myself. And I was really just desiring to be with my brothers a lot, which was so good, and to love them well, but also I needed a healthy amount of space in order so that I could pour out to them. The second thing, I think, challenge I faced was I brought a lot of change to household. In the way that we did our commitments, in the vision that the Lord was giving us. And that was a lot for some people. And I always communicated the vision of what the Lord was doing in that, but I didn't always invite household into discerning that with me. And so that definitely brought some challenges. It was harder for guys to accept change because I would announce something that the Lord is revealing to me and that a direction we're going to go, but I didn't necessarily invite them into that process, especially if it was a big thing. And so some of them were really frustrated at not being able to have a voice in that discernment. And so I think I wish I would have been able to propose the idea, kind of hear the discussion and say, okay, now me and my ASCO, we're going to go and we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to make a decision from there. But giving household a voice is really important, and I think I wish I had given them more of a voice.
When I first became coordinator, we were really struggling with communication in household. And I personally was struggling a little bit with like being afraid of conflict, like saying the wrong thing, or with conflict between sisters. And I think it was really a process of all of us learning to listen to each other and not being afraid to speak up when we had something to say, even if it was critical of household, and creating just like a healthy space and a comfortable space where we could talk to each other.
I think one of the biggest challenges I've faced as coordinator is dealing with and like accommodating everybody's personality types. Everyone's uniquely different, and getting everyone to work together and to do that smoothly is very challenging. But I think I just let time pass, and like people, once they're reminded of like the goal, which is like sainthood, they tend to work together a lot better when everything's focused on Jesus.